like this person, you go on a date, everything's good. You think, oh my God, this is amazing. Maybe I've got my new boyfriend. Mm-hmm. And the next you know, he never calls you back. You ever been ghosted before? It's not fun. This is Left on Red, live on 93.3 FLZ with Ashley and Terry and Jed and myself. We're the Joe Show. And Tommy actually texted us. You can text LEFT to 97720 and we'll get in contact with you. So, Tommy, date with Julia, right?
Yeah.
Didn't go right? Or it did?
It seemed okay. I really don't know what happened.
Sure. Well, we have her on the phone now. Believe it or not, Julia actually listens to the show, so I think she knows what's going on. But here. Hey, Julia?
Hey.
Hi, welcome to the show.
Thanks.
Julia, so you already know that you're on for Left on Red. So, I mean, I'm assuming you know it's Tommy, unless you're dating around, which is totally cool, but... it's kind of nice. We don't have to explain a bunch of stuff. Do you mind just telling us what happened?
Yeah. I mean, we went on a date. We got a little bit of a dinner and a drink and had a little chat and kind of walked around. And I mean, it went pretty well. Yeah.
Well, then perfect. What happened? You got the same number? We got the number from Tommy, so...
Yeah. I mean, I think he's a misogynist.
Why do you believe that?
Why? What did
Why?
I do? I'm sorry. I didn't. Did I do something wrong?
Well, you're not into, like, women's sports. You don't support women, and I'm surprised by the fact that, like, you have a mom and you can't even support, like, Caitlin Clark or, like, the WNBA. And I don't know how you call yourself a man and you can't be into supporting women's sports.
Wow, that's a big accusation.
Hold on. How did this all happen? Were you guys talking about basketball? How did that? I don't think I've ever been on a date and something like that was brought up.
Yeah, we were talking about, like, what we're into, and I was talking about Caitlin Clark and how I was super inspired by her and Angel Reese. Like, I watched all the Olympics this year, and he has zero interest. Like, it was almost like he was, like, disgusted by what I was saying, and I'm like, I can't date someone that doesn't support women's sports.
So, but,
Is it just women's sports, or like what else is there that's causing you to feel like that? 'Cause that's a huge accusation to make against him.
No, I mean, that is enough for me. Like, how do you not like watch the Olympics and, like, be inspired by all these women, and then you go on a date and you can't even, like, it's embarrassing. Like, how do you even call yourself, like, I don't know. I mean, he gives off the vibe like he's super progressive and supportive of women, and then I bring this issue up and it's like he doesn't get it and he doesn't support it, and I'm like, I can't be with a guy who doesn't support, like, what I'm into and support women for that matter. You know, it makes no sense.
Tommy,
it makes absolutely no sense.
I have a question for Tommy, and it's an important question, but real quick, 800-409-9393. A lot of people are wanting to call in and talk. We're doing Left on Red right now. We're, if you've ever wondered why you're not getting a call back, we call them, which is why we called Julia. Tommy, before we take all these callers, how long have you hated women?
Well, first off, I feel like this is just such a small thing to get angry about, because first of all, I'm not even really that.
Thing.
Well, now hold on.
This is absolutely not a small thing. This is about you supporting women or not. How can you not watch basketball and, like, WNBA? I'm sure you're going to watch the Super Bowl this weekend.
Julia, like, let me just talk for a second. First of all, I'm not that in. I might watch the Super Bowl because there's friends of mine that are super into it, but I'm not really even into sports that much. I'm super casual about sports. It's just not something I'm interested in or not, or, like, knowledgeable about. It's not that I don't think women should play sports at all. I've never said that, and there are people who think that, and I don't agree with that. You were the one who
brought up the sporting conversation. Like, how dare you not support women's, like, the WNBA? It's absolutely insane.
Here,
like,
Julie and Tommy, 1 second, because a lot of people want to comment and they want to say hello and and they want to figure this out. So, Christian, you actually believe that maybe this is just a cop-out. Maybe there were other things that happened that maybe Julia doesn't want to say.
Yeah, that's kind of what I'm thinking, because he never once said that, or according to you, never once said that he didn't like sports. So I think it's kind of an accusation, like a wrong one on your end. It's a little overkill, if you ask me.
Oh my God, it's just like another guy saying the same thing. Like, everybody knows, like, women's sports are underfunded, like, people don't support them because of men like you and you, like, both of you guys.
All right.
Yeah.
Megan, you're on the show.
Okay, hey.
Hi.
Julia, nothing, kinda. I'm a woman, I support women, I love sports. Women's sports suck. Like,
Okay, let's not do that. Let's not do that. Women's sports do not suck. We have a lot of young girls who play sports, and we want to encourage them.
No,
to take it to the next
Megan
level.
doesn't want to. Megan, keep going. Keep going, Megan. Keep going.
No, I'm talking about, I played women's sports, don't get me wrong. I'm
I did
talking about,
too.
like you said, the WNBA, like, respect for them, but no guys are going to watch that. Like, it's not competitive. Like,
Okay,
Yeah,
they
I
don't
just-
watch
I
that.
just
There's
haven't
no
started
money
it
there
now.
because nobody watches them.
Mm.
Like, I love Caitlin Clark, don't get me wrong, but they're boring to watch.
Okay, there's good women's sports out there, Megan, because I do watch.
Wow, Megan.
Okay,
Whoa,
whoa,
like,
whoa.
I watch-
Cool.
Shout out to my lady
I'm gonna
Gators.
say
I
right
love
now.
watching softball.
I'm going to say right now, as the host of the show, how many times do I say, guys, like, this is important that we uplift women, that women win, and all of that? I don't watch
Women
women's
win.
sports.
Absolutely.
Get out of here. I have no interest.
I'm pro women and pro women's sports, but just because he doesn't watch them,
Yeah.
that's not like a reason to not go out with him. No guys watch them.
Yeah, well,
Some guys do.
Wait, didn't you just say women's sports suck, Megan?
Well, hold on one second. Okay, fine.
Yeah.
Give me 3 WNBA teams.
The Minnesota Lynx, the Las Vegas Aces, and the Tulsa Shock.
Yeah, he's
Beautiful.
right.
There you go.
Give me 3 more.
Chicago Sky.
Okay.
How about the Indiana Fever, which Caitlin Clark plays for?
Oh, go.
Well, you just helped
Yeah.
him. He wasn't even going to say that. Doesn't even know the
And then
best player in the
DC.
Wait, how many
WNBA. Doesn't know her
games did you
team.
watch?
And then the
Doesn't
Mystics.
freaking get it.
Well, I'm not saying I watch WNBA, but like I love like
We'll check it
during
out every now
during
and then.
certain parts of the year, like women's golf, LPGA is absolutely amazing.
Hey, Jules, you're on Julia's side. I love this.
Yeah, man. Like you got to be able to relate to stuff and support like women's sport, like volleyball, WNBA. Like I watch WNBA, for my own reasons. But like you gotta like be pro woman, and I believe it's amazing, and I think more guys should watch it. Like you got good teams, the Fever, the Liberty, the Aces, the Wings, like good teams. Los Angeles Sparks. And sometimes you just got to go with the flow, my man, and act like you were interested in that, man. You're like, oh, yeah, should have went to the bathroom, did some research, and went back, like, don't be all manly man macho. And I like the women's volleyball because they wear the short shorts,
Well, like but to me, it's like saying, oh, I'm not into Taylor Swift, so I'm a misogynist. Like that's pretty wild,
Whoa.
is it not?
That is not
Yeah,
the
man,
same
you misogynist.
thing.
Well, but I
That was
kind of get what Tommy's saying though. Like
What?
if he doesn't, because if he doesn't like women's sports, then he's a misogynist. But what if he doesn't like Chapel Roan or Taylor Swift or Sabrina
Okay, I see what
Carpenter?
you're saying.
Any woman
I was
artist?
just
Does that
thinking
mean he's
how
a
you doing.
misogynist?
But women,
No,
I mean,
that
okay,
means
the
you got your
music has been promoting women till the dawn of time, like sexualizing them and objectifying them. They've already been welcomed into our culture. Like women's sports have to be uplifted. They have to be watched. They have to be cared about for them to be like part of the lexicon of our culture.
All right. Well, listen. Then I think we figued this out.
We did.
Julie and Tommy ain't ever going to work out. I think that's what we figured out.
He hates women.
Well, thank you. Thank you, Tommy, for getting in contact with us. Julia, thank you so much for picking up the phone and coming on the air. And I know that you do listen, so you knew what you were getting yourselves into. And I appreciate you being so honest. And I know that there are a lot of little girls who are going to school right now. And I think that they're happy to hear everything that you said. And I hope that we support women. I think that that's super important. Thank you. Thank you guys so much. And coming up tonight on ESPN, they're doing women's dodgeball.
Ooh,
and
I'll be watching.
I can't wait to watch. It's on ESPN Out Show, and it's probably at 2 a.m. 93. I'm just kidding.